Hello, teachers. I just had Miss Post come ask me a question about GoGuardian. Like, Ms. G, there's gotta be a way that we can keep our students looking at maybe just our iReady exam without opening another Google tab, because they would never open another Google tab and look for answers. What? Or if we don't want them on YouTube or something like that, right? It's very easy from the GoGuardian menu to go ahead and close that down for our students, right? But maybe you don't want to do that. You just want them to look straight at that one website you assign them. So in this example, it's going to be iReady. I'm going to come actually to scenes, right? And do add a scene. And I'm just going to call it iReady. And instead of being on allow mode, I'm going to switch this over to block. So what I'm doing is putting permissions on it of, usually it's like, hey, you can look at anything except for YouTube. This time I'm going, you can't look at anything except for, and then I'm actually going to use, so we just use the generic iReady login page, copy that URL, right? And brought that down here where it says enter website URL. We tested it with one of my band students that was in Miss Post class, and we're like, hey, if we do this to your computer, what did it do? And she's like, it locked me out of Google Classroom, it locked me out of Google Meets, any other window. The only thing I can open and navigate through now is iReady. And so we're like, perfect, that's what we were aiming to do. So now once we have that there, we click add site, and it's going to do that. We're going to save this scene. We can add a description if we needed to, but this is pretty self-explanatory. Hit save scene. Okay, now we have this scene ready. If I have a class, I have one class that's still semi-open for like another 2 minutes. Let's say I wanted to apply that to this class that is currently open. I would come up to where it says no scene applied, and instead apply that scene that I put in, which would be iReady. If I was to click that right now, all of my students would get booted off of the websites that they are on and only able to log into iReady for your class. So, and then if you don't hit scene applied, it doesn't push, right? So you have to make sure you do that so that it'll actually go out to students and affect their devices. And then let's say you get a student just sitting there awkwardly like, hey, this didn't work. Go ahead and open a chat real quick for that student and be like, hey, it's time to do your iReady exam. So, you know, here's the link. Go there, and it'll let them in to do that with that scene permission. So hopefully that helps. You can use that applied to different sites that you need for your subject. We were just using iReady as our example today.